TSU head coach Reggie Barlow, 1-0 as the Tigers head coach, 24-21 victory over North Carolina A&T in the John Merritt Classic. This week, #1 and defending national champion North Dakota State comes to town. So, Coach, just some thoughts about your team and the win, then we'll go to some questions.
Yes, it was obviously a great Saturday, John Merritt Classic, long-standing tradition here. Humble and blessed to have been a part of that game. Really appreciate our fans that came out, had great energy, great afternoon, and our student athletes, young men, went out and played physical, fast, and played hard. Faced adversity, but didn't blank. Stayed in the fight to the bitter end, and was able to block a field goal at the end of the game. So very proud of our team. Our coaches did a good job of preparing these guys, putting them in a good place to have success. And we'll take the win. And now it's time to move on to our next opponent.
Thanks, Coach. We got some questions here. We'll go Brandon, and then we'll go Jeff after that. Brandon, go ahead with your questions for Coach.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
Good morning, Brandon.
Right. Brandon King with Inside the HBCU Sports Lab and SneakerShopTalk.com. First, wanted to congratulate you on getting your first win. That's a tremendous feeling, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Wanted to ask you about the play of two of your young men, Mr. Slaughter and Mr. Rhymes. I know the former was named Freshman of the Week, but can you just talk about their play and impact that they had on the game on Saturday?
Yeah, Kendrick Rhymes is a young man that transferred here from Southern University. He's out of Houston, Texas. Really like him. Great kid, great personality. He comes to practice every day and does it the right way. I know early on in camp, every run that he had, he was about finishing, running to the end zone, and so just practice like he played in the game on Saturday. He's a great addition to our team. He runs the ball. He can run inside for power, outside. He catches the ball well out of the backfield, and has the capability to protect and wants to protect in the passing game. He's had some scouts come through here that have actually asked about him throughout camp. So just glad that we have Rhymes on our team. He's a solid player for us. And the second guy, Brandon, you asked about is Slaughter. Slaughter is a freshman, a true freshman that we got here. Really solid football player. I often say to some of the coaches that it seems like he's been here before. He don't play like a freshman. He don't act like a freshman. Extremely confident, a physical wide receiver. He's a track guy, and obviously, had a solid game for his first college game this Saturday. Really proud of him, and hoping that he'll continue to develop and grow, and continue to add those type plays to games for us.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you, Brandon.
We got Jeff Kolpak from the Fargo Forum up next for you, Coach. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Coach, how are you doing?
Better than I deserve. How are you?
How'd you get a guy like Kendrick? Was there a connection there for you?
Obviously, I'm a guy that played in the SWAC and, know a lot of people over in the SWAC. One of the coaches, actually strength coach, is a friend of mine that know him. But Coach Mashak, our player personnel guy here, that started a relationship in terms of engaging with Kendrick. And of course, once we got here and, started recruiting him as well, we were able to get him to commit here after coming on a visit. But glad that it worked out that way.
Would you consider his speed NFL elite level, or what are you hearing?
Yeah, just mention there, Jeff, that there has been, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 scouts that have come through here, and they've all come through here wanting to know more about him. I think this past Saturday, he showed that, he can run. I'm sure he's a 4.4 guy. I was blessed to play in the NFL for a long time, and I've seen running backs, and I think he's a guy that can play in the NFL, and I think he will play in the NFL.
He's a senior on a roster with a lot of freshmen, sophomores. Has he been counted on to take a lot of leadership off the bat here?
In his own way. in his own way. We actually had another running back that we were kind of waiting on a waiver type setup to have that young man approved. And he was a guy that had been here. So Kendrick not necessarily flew under the radar, but respectfully, he wasn't as vocal at that time. But I think over the last 10 to 12 days, he's shown. But he instantly had the respect of his teammates when he got here because they all saw how hard he worked and, what a player he is.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Mike Gorgon's been having some mic problems, but it may be fixed. Mike, can you talk now?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
We got you.
Okay, good. Hey, Coach. I just wanted to talk about this week's game, North Dakota State. What were you told about how this game got on the schedule, and what are your thoughts on playing a powerhouse like that, especially this early in the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when I got here, hit the ground running. This was something that was already in a part of the contract. They played North Dakota State last year up there, and then it was their time to return the favor. So, really, I didn't have anything to do with that. And for me, it's whoever's on the schedule, we have to play them. And our boss, our AD, and his staff, they pretty much manage that type of deal. And but we have so much respect for North Dakota State, and they've done it the right way for so many years. And as a guy that observed college football, I've always had admiration and wanting to know just what's their plan, how do they do it. So getting a chance to study these guys, evaluate their talent, see who their coaches are. It's been pretty cool to see where they recruit from and all that type of stuff. So it's a game that we definitely are excited about. I know our young men will be excited about it. You want to show that you're the best, and you got to play against the best and compete against the best. And if you want a chance to go to the NFL when a scout come in here, that's probably the first game that they're going to look at. So it's been pretty cool having a chance to evaluate their talent, evaluate how they've done things over the years.
It's almost become a cliche, but they say the most improvement is made from the first game to the second game. What are some of the areas of improvement you think need to be made from your first game? Even though it was a win, where would you like to see some improvement going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, offensively, we need to be better on first down. We need +4s on first down or better. I think, we ran the ball pretty well, but we need to do it earlier. We need, in terms of our layup throws, we need to be able to get those on some of the quick game stuff that teams are giving us. We need to make sure that we do that. And then defensively, just playing tight the routes. Scrambling quarterback last week hurt us. We didn't plaster as well as we should have in terms of finding guys and making sure that they're not running open. So those are a few things that we'll need to work on. Third down conversion on offense. So those things there. And yeah, like you said, between the first game and second game, that should be an improvement, and we're looking forward to doing just that.
Okay, thanks, Coach. I'll see you this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Coach, you mentioned about just the atmosphere for the John Merritt Classic and a nice crowd, and North Dakota State's known for traveling too, so probably another good atmosphere this weekend. Can you just expand on good weather, all that kind of things, and having an exciting matchup for your team or for your fans?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have obviously play at Nissan Stadium. Is a huge stadium there, so knowing that North Dakota State do travel well, I'm sure they'll come down and enjoy Nashville, this great city. And our fans showed up really big too. And obviously we're encouraging them to come out the same way this weekend and support our guys. I know they will. We don't want our stadium to have more of their colors than the big blue. So looking for our fans to come out, support, and watch some good football.
Anybody else? Other questions for Coach? All right, Brandon's got one more, and we'll let you go. Go ahead, Brandon.
Quick question, just for as far as health wise, did you make it through the game unscathed? Any major nicks and bruises as we head into the North Dakota State game and this week of practice?
Yeah, thank God. I mean, we're actually getting guys back that that didn't play over the last few weeks. One of our receivers who we count on, we're hoping to have him back this week, Snap. But yeah, we got out of there unscathed. I mean, obviously, it was a physical game last week, so guys might have a few bumps and bruises, but nothing that would keep any of those guys out from playing this game this weekend.
Right. Thanks for the insight, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck Saturday. We'll talk to you again next week.
Right on. Thank you.